I feel extremely happy today to be amidst you. In fact, I miss the association with railways, especially this old building. I have fond memories of this building. We spent a lot of exciting days here. I really cherish these days. In fact, when I started the Hyderabad Metro Rail project in a different way, people keep asking me, what is the speciality of Hyderabad Metro? How is it being done differently? What are the unique features? I try to briefly tell what is our contribution to infrastructure development in India and perhaps several parts of the world. In fact, the Planning Commission estimated that $1 trillion would be required in the current 5-year plan for India to develop at the rate which it is developing. $1 trillion, if it is translated into Indian rupees, it works out to 62 lakh crore rupees. We don't have this kind of huge resources. You can't spend these kind of amounts from taxpayers' money. So Planning Commission said 50% of it, that means half of it, okay, should come, 31 lakh crore rupees should come from the private sector through the PPP route. This was a thing. You would have seen the country made tremendous progress after the late Mr. P.V. Narasimha Rao transformed this country with his economic reforms, at which time Dr. Manmohan Singh was the finance minister. What used to be a distant dream to get a scooter, we used to wait for 10 years, 15 years to get a Bajaj scooter. A black instrument called telephone, it was hardly functioning those days. To get a phone connection, when I started Konkan Railway project in Goa, I had to take the recommendation of the then Union Minister for Communications to just get one phone connection. From there, today you have seen what kind of sea change that have taken place in this country because of economic reforms boldly initiated by that visionary team at the time, Mr. P.V. Narasimha Rao, Dr. Manmohan Singh, Dr. Monte Singh Ahluwalia, and others. That was the real team that changed this country. Otherwise, I can't imagine what the fate of this country would have been. Today, see, when I was going to different countries in the world in late 90s and early 2000, I was feeling so jealous actually. So when I went to Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, see the beautiful roads, the kind of roads that they developed. I was wondering when India would develop these kind of roads. Looking at the airports in Bangkok, Singapore, Hong Kong, I'm not talking about rich countries, America, Europe, these countries I'm not talking about. I'm talking about basically Southeast Asian nations which got independence much later than us, but developed much faster than us. I was feeling jealous when India would have these kind of facilities. Today, you have seen, if you land in Hyderabad International Airport, this is no less than any other airport in the world, one of the best in the world. Same is the case with T3 in Delhi. Same is the case with now CST in Mumbai. How did it happen? It happened with private sector investment, okay, with government collaboration. But unfortunately, the revolution that had taken place in telecom sector, in airports, in national highways, unfortunately in the rail sector, that has not happened. And metro rail, of course, nobody in the world has attempted a project of this magnitude with private sector investment in PPP. So it was a big challenge for me. If Hyderabad, I was dreaming, why can't Hyderabad have a metro? When other cities, especially with the success of Delhi metro and my guru, Mr. Sridharan, I have a lot of respect for him. He proved that Indians are capable of building a world-class metro, a greenfield metro. Then I was dreaming, why can't we have a metro in Hyderabad? I met the then Chief Minister, Dr. Y.S. Rajshekar Reddy. He said, NVS, it's fine, but where do we have resources? I don't have that kind of money. You think of, see, here all the IAS officers are saying that you are very innovative in your thinking. Why don't you think of an innovative scheme and come up? Don't ask me money, but I will give you all power actually to go ahead with the metro. In fact, it was initially the dream of Mr. Chandrababu Naidu to have a metro, but resources were not there. I was in fact taken initially to the state government to do economic reforms in the power sector. I did it then. He wanted me to come to municipal corporation to beautify Hyderabad. He wanted a lot more things to be done. Unfortunately, he lost power. Then, of course, Dr. Y.S. Rajshekar Reddy. Then a series of other chief ministers. I worked with a number of chief ministers. Because even in the IAS circles, normally they think that I am from Kadapa. I am related to Dr. YSR. That's how I was taken to the state government. This was the general impression people float around in Secretariat in Hyderabad. I used to tell them, look, I don't know. I didn't know Dr. YSR from Adam, actually. I was not related to him from Adam. Okay? How did it happen? Because people like if you work hard, if you have ideas. So this is how we started. But the initial experiment, as you know, it failed. Okay? Then all the experts, including my guru, Dr. Sridharan, said, we told you so. Nobody has done it in the world. So it can't be done. How did you venture like this? My answer to all these people, the so-called experts, fine, you belong to the old school technocrats, but I belong to a new school. My thinking is different. Just because of the fact that nobody has done in the world, it doesn't mean that it can't be done. The history of human progress is history of taking calculated risk. Before Yuri Gagarin had any human entered space, does it mean that the human progress stops there? Before Neil Armstrong, did any human being set foot on moon? Does it mean that the human progress stops there? Somebody has to take the first baby step. It has to be a courageous but calculated step. This is what I said. I stand by whatever I have done, even if it's a failure. Today, I lecture about failure management to top private sector and government executives in different management schools whenever I have time. I say this actually, when you're trying to do something which is not attempted earlier, be prepared for failure. Okay? Failure does occur. We need not be bothered about failure. Failure management becomes an important aspect. I will not go into all these details. Nevertheless, second time again we floated. Luckily, we got L&T, an excellent construction organization. Now, everybody, the people who wrote off this project, people took it for granted that this would never happen. In fact, they used to tell the chief ministers, respective chief ministers, sir, indirectly they used to say that NVS Reddy is taking every chief minister up the garden path. He somehow mesmerizes the chief ministers and tells stories, etc. They fall into his trap. This is the kind of thing that was going on. Even though by then, we built number of flyovers and number of other things actually without spending much government money, had done it, but still these kind of rumors were floating. So we defied all that. Today, what everybody wrote off this project, that it would be a non-starter, it would not happen. Now the whole world is looking up and seeing what is happening. This is, I believe, something unique is happening in Hyderabad. So people from all over the world, especially the infrastructure experts from all over the world, they're coming to Hyderabad. Okay, I get a lot of requests from different universities in the world, different engineering institutes in the world, management institutes in the world actually to come and lecture about the experiment, the new unique PPP experiment, because there are 200 metro rail systems in the world, only less than half a dozen are built with private sector money, not the two, they are small initiatives, not a full initiative. What is called the DBF40, that is design, build, finance, operate and transfer the entire spectrum of a huge mass transit system which is costing about 14,000 crore. It is never done anywhere in the world.